Backstory. I met my girlfriend Kylie, fake name, in community college 7 years ago. We became really close friends and started dating 2 years later. At the time, she wanted to be a nurse, which was great. She was really passionate about it, and I fully supported her. I ended up transferring to a 4-year university and earning my MBA. Kylie supported me emotionally the entire time through school, which I'm grateful for. Kylie's parents ended up cutting her off financially because of her spending habits. She ended up taking a year off to work to help her with her bills. In the meantime, I invested all my savings, time, and energy into a startup platform with my best friend in the automotive industry. Earlier this year, we were bought out for a life-changing amount of money. We were both kept on as consultants with a high-paying salary as well. Kylie had kept her job at the jewelry store this entire time. After the buyout, she told me she was handing her 2 weeks in. I offered to pay for her school and expenses. At first, she was excited to go back and earn her nursing degree. I ended up purchasing a condo for us to live in, big step up from our apartment, close to her school. Over the weekend, we were talking, and she threw out the fact that she wasn't sure about wanting to go back to school and that she could be a stay-at-home wife. We're not married. I didn't say anything in the moment because I wasn't sure on how to respond. Part of what attracted me to her in the first place was her ambition. It just doesn't sit right with me that she quit her job and career goals after I came into money. Her spending has also gone up. She's been looking at new cars. I could be overreacting, but something just doesn't seem right. I still love her and want it to work out, but I don't like this new side of her I'm seeing. Relevant comment a commentary. Not sure what kind of advice you want here. It's pretty easy to tell her that you never wanted a stay-at-home spouse. You want a partner that's also contributing to the household and that you really valued her ambition toward having her own career and independence. You need to have a really frank discussion that, as of right now, your assets are not shared wealth, that you're happy to help her go back to school, but that you intend for your lifestyle to be whatever, and that you intend to invest further into your future. Original poster replied, "So here's another detail I left out. Her mom was a stay-at-home mom. Her dad is very well off, so I don't think she sees anything wrong with her decision. That's the family life she was raised in. When we first got together, she said she wanted to be the complete opposite of her mom. She wanted to be independent and have a career. In the future, if we end up having kids after getting married, I don't mind her to be a stay-at-home mom, but for now, that's way too far down the line." Somebody said, "$1 million isn't enough for a family to live on in luxury without working." You need to tell her that changes in plans need discussion. You bought a condo to support her career, and now she says she doesn't have ambition. You're not sure who she is. Your whole windfall isn't shared wealth. It is intended to last you singular your lifetime, and within that, you will share what you allocate to each passing month and year you're sailing through life together. But you don't want a trophy GF. You see this kind of funds as allowing you to choose to follow a dream career, not to freeload and fritter it all away without purpose. You need to talk about it. Someone said, "Now you see why her parents cut her off financially. She's a mooch. Sit her down and explain that you are willing to pay the basics, and only if she goes back to school. But you will not be paying for anything more, and she need to continue to work. After all this time, school should have been finished." Original poster replied, "Side story for the reason she got cut off. She ran over her friend with her car. Kylie says it was unintentional. The friend disagrees with that. Friend ends up suing Kylie's parents on the basis of them owning the car Kylie was driving. Anyways, Kylie's parents ended up settling with the friend for $250,000. They told Kylie she needed to get a job and get her own car after this. Update original post. 3 November 2024. First, I would like to thank everyone for their time and advice. I truly appreciate everyone's input. I had a serious conversation with my girlfriend Kylie about our future Thursday night. I told her that she needed to figure out a plan for the future, whether that finding a job or going back to school. I told her if she goes back to school, I would support her financially, including paying for her degree. I told her I would give her until December to figure out her plan. She ended up getting really defensive and told me that she's the reason I'm in the position where I am in life. She said that I should pay for her lifestyle since she was there from the start. Then she proceeded to tell me that she wasted 5 years of her life with me. She told me that she could have been married and had a family by now. I was shocked because I've never seen the side of her. She was having a complete meltdown. I ended the conversation by telling her I tried my best to make this relationship work, but it won't work like this. Unlike her, I come from a very middle-class family. Both of my parents had jobs and contributed to the house. It was like she was completely a different person. That's when I realized that the money had really changed her. I basically told her that I had a business trip she knew about already, and when I get back on Tuesday to have all your stuff moved and give a mutual friend I trust the keys. I canceled her credit card the same night. The car she currently drives has $6,000 left on the loan. Luckily, the car is in her name, so I'm not responsible for it. I've been making the payments on it for her for the last 6 months. Also, I don't feel too bad, like I'm kicking her to the streets since her parents would never let her be homeless. Fast forward to Friday, her sister called me a few times and I ignored it, but then decided to answer since they were inside my condo. Sister basically told me that Kylie has been crying the whole day and wanted to work things out. I told her it was too far gone for repair. Then today, her best friend called me wanting to know if I was able to meet for some drinks, which I thought was odd. Her best friend told me that she has some things to show me which were causing her to lose sleep. I told her that I would think about it, but honestly, I don't care at this point. Finding out about whatever Kylie did behind my back would just cause more pain. When I get back, I'm going to put the condo back on the market because I have no use for it anymore. I honestly have no interest in dating anymore. It's way too difficult for me to see the true intentions in people. Thanks again for all the help and support. This will probably be the end of this post, hopefully. Side note, I had a lot of questions about Kylie running over her friend. I didn't know Kylie when this happened. Kylie originally spent her first semester of college at a private university. Kylie told me she accidentally put the car in drive instead of reverse and ended hitting the friend. Kylie was super apologetic, and the friend forgave her on the spot. Then the friend's mom found out about her daughter being hit by a car. They did research and learned that Kylie's dad is a big-time CEO of a major corporation and decided to sue her parents. The lawsuit was settled outside of court between Kylie's parents and the friend for $250,000. Kylie had to leave the private college after that and join me since her parents wanted her living back at home. I don't think it was intentional on Kylie's part, honestly, but then again, I saw a different side of her for the first time in 7 years of knowing her. Some comments below someone said, "What the hell? Did you not even try to make sure your fiction lined up with the first part of the story? You said you were dating her for 7 years, but here you say she said she wasted 5 years on you. So what were those other 2 years? Then you said in a comment on the first post that the friend didn't believe it was an accident and decided to sue, but here the friend did know. And it's the mom that sued? To add to that, you also said in a comment that the incident caused hurdles that y'all got through. But here you said you didn't know her when it happened. This is the problem with fiction. Not all authors can keep up with the smallest details. Someone said, I would take a moment and lock down your credit. Be prepared to put up cameras. Be ready for a mess when you get home. Have your phone ready to video in case you need proof later. I hope that I am overestimating how badly she will take this, but it seems like she currently has no clear path to a better life, and she may strike out at you as the reason. You are right in all you have done. Just don't count it as over yet.
So, I am 30 weeks pregnant with my first child, and am about to move to another state. And mom has this thing where she takes care of my siblings when they give birth until they recover. She has done it for my older sister and my brother's wife, so I thought that she would do the same thing with me too. But a week ago, she told me that she couldn't because it is too far away. We got into a fight about the whole thing, and I told her to get out of my house, and now we are not talking. Before you judge me and say that my mom isn't obligated to take care of me, I will tell you that it isn't about mom taking care of me. It was never about that. I am that one child in the family who nobody really cares about. My parents always claim that they love and treat us all equally, but man, is it obvious that they love me a little bit less than the others. I always thought that maybe I am adopted, and that's why they don't care about me that much. Well, I am wrong because I am 100% theirs. It is always about how my other siblings are doing or how mom and dad are suffering, but it is never about me. It was never about me from the beginning. I rarely celebrate even if it is supposed to be my day. My birthdays, they rarely celebrated because mom and dad forgot or they just threw everything in the house and called it a birthday. High school graduation party? Nope. My parents have already wasted a lot of money for my big brother's college graduation party, so they can't do that, but they will make sure to make it up to me. Do you think that ever happened? I will give you a minute or two. If you guessed no, then congrats, you guessed right. Yay! They shared the wedding expenses of my siblings' wedding, but since my husband came from a good family, they don't have to share wedding expenses. Not my words. I have always been the therapist who listens to my mom and dad's rough day, or the one who needs to help mom because my older siblings have a lot of schoolwork to do, or because my younger siblings are too young to do that kind of work. They always tell me that I am a good daughter, but I am never the one who they brag about to their friends. I did everything in my power to make them proud, but my achievements will always be below my siblings. I have tried to talk to them about how I feel multiple times before, but the only thing I get is a hard scolding about how I was getting spoiled. I hated my life until I got out of that house, but I never had the courage to let go of them, thinking that they would change. Well, my mom just proved me wrong. Mind you that my older sister lives a whole ass ocean away from you, but mom decided that taking a more than 10-hour flight to another continent twice was not hard at all. But all of a sudden, taking a 4-hour ride to my home was too much, especially when I'm in a place where I don't know anyone except my husband. I am so damn tired of them putting everyone else above me. So, I will make things right between us until I leave because I don't want to end things on a bad note. And when I get to my new house, I will just cut all contact between us. I don't think that I have the energy to do all of this crap anymore. And besides, I have my lovely husband with me, so I will be all right and build myself a new family where I am truly appreciated and loved for who I am. Note, I am the third out of 5 children. My younger siblings are twins. Top comments. Not the a-hole. Yes, I agree with you. Make nice with your mom while you're visiting this time and minimize contact when you get back to your own home. It could be that your mother wants you to beg and plead, "Oh, mommy, pretty please, come help me. I need you." But my reaction is, F that game playing. Put your energy on your husband and build a new support network where y'all live now. You don't even have to cut contact or block her. Just quietly quit. Don't initiate contact, gray rock her when she calls or texts. Don't share photos of the baby under the guise of not wanting anyone to post photos on social media, and to avoid having her bragging about what a lucky grandma she is while never having seen the baby in person. If anyone asks why you're shutting mom out, just act shocked and say, "What? I'm just busy, taking care of a newborn with no help. She knows my number and my address. She's free to call, but I don't have the time or energy to listen to her complain about her life. Because, I have an infant to care for." She'll eventually, or immediately, show just how much she really cares about having a relationship with you and your family. Not the a-hole. I know exactly how you feel about being the invisible kid. According to my parents, I was the only planned kid, 1.5-year older brother, 6.5-year younger sister. Well, I have always been subjected to middle child syndrome. Look it up. I have always been good enough if they needed money. I have student debts just to keep food on the table and a roof over our heads. Sadly, I cannot go no contact as I need to live with them. Not great when you're 38. I cannot afford living on my own here. Go no, or low at first. Contact your parents as they do not care about you. Believe it from someone who has been there for 10 years longer than you. It's terrible, but once you accept it, your mental health will get better. Just remember that you are not ever going to be available if anyone in your family, those that do not care about you, ever needs help or is being taken care of. Good luck with the upcoming birth, and make sure you and your husband enjoy the new chapter in your life. Update. Hello. First, I would like to thank everyone for their kind advice. I was honestly shocked when I saw all of these messages. I really appreciate it. A lot has happened since my last post. I tried to call my parents, but they were blocked, and I couldn't reach them, but I was determined to get the closure that the younger version of me wanted. So I called my older brother, and I asked him if we could meet up and talk about the situation. He told me that he won't meet up with me after what I've done to our mother, and he berated me, saying that I was an ungrateful person and that mom is in a lot of stress and pain because of me. I told him that it wasn't fair for him to just assume that I was the villain and that he couldn't even understand my point of view because they didn't treat him like they treated me my whole life. He knew that they treated me like their personal chef, maid, and therapist for years, but they couldn't even give me the love and attention that I wanted for once in my whole damn life. He basically screamed at me through the phone that I was a piece of trash for saying that, and that mom and dad treated us all equally, but I was just a damn narcissist who can't think about anyone but myself. I tried to talk, but my emotions got the better of him, and I started breaking down on the phone, and he hung up on me. I even started asking myself if I was really the narcissist that my family seemed to think of me. But my husband came to the rescue and helped me through all of this, but the doubt that maybe I was in the wrong still lingered in my head. I guess my brother told my parents that I called him because Dad called about 2 days after that and asked me to meet up at their house. I was about to say no, but I couldn't because his voice was filled with remorse. So I thought that maybe, just maybe, we could get past the whole thing and I could drop the thought of cutting contact, even if my mom doesn't want to help out. After like 3 days of talking to my dad, me and my husband went to their house to talk. I thought that it was going to be me, my husband, and my parents talking, but they invited my brother and his wife. As soon as we sat, my dad started talking about how disappointed he was with ME and that things shouldn't have led to this. I told him that he was right. Things shouldn't have escalated to be where they are now, but I assumed that since mom helped take care of my sister and my brother's wife, she would do the same. But she just favored everyone else above me, and it was frustrating. I told them about how I felt for the past years, and I told them everything that I said to you guys. But all of them acted like they didn't care, which honestly hurt like hell. I knew at that moment that I didn't mean anything to them, so why was I fighting to be a part of a family that didn't want me? My husband was going to speak, but I told him not to. Everyone gave their opinions about it, basically blaming me, and then Dad asked me if I wanted to say anything to Mom. I told her that I was sorry because I didn't want any type of bad blood between us before I closed this chapter and move on with my life, but she didn't say anything back, and Dad said that we needed some time cooling off and setting some boundaries, and I guess that was it between us. In the next 2 weeks, we were packing and leaving the state. I didn't tell anyone about where my new house will be. Only once I got there and settled down did I write a long message about everything they did and how I felt, and at the end of the message, I told them that I was completely cutting contact with my parents and older brother. I changed my phone number and blocked all of my family from my social media. And you know what? My life has never been this peaceful in a long time. I am happy about everything, and my baby will arrive any day now. It is honestly stressful, but I love it so much. We hired a helper around the house because why not? Now my day consists of sleep, take a walk, eat some more, have back and hip pains, and repeat, which honestly isn't that bad. Thank you for reading. Comments. Don't even bother writing the letter. A fresh start. Do not contact them. Come off social media. Do not post pictures of your child on it. Do not answer the phone to them. Do nothing. Don't give them the satisfaction of having something more to fling in your face. Just go. Live well, because that is the best revenge. Somebody said, your parents really thought they could treat you like the family doormat for years and then act surprised when you walked out the door. Glad you're choosing yourself. Wishing you and your baby all the love and peace.